Welcome back to Egg Leaders on Air, everybody. It is another episode.
It is indeed another episode.
We're here on Saturday before you'll be listening.
Yeah.
Yay. We have a fun fact of the day today.
Oh boy.
Just a question before that. How fast do you run a mile?
How fast do I run a mile?
Your average mile time.
My average mile time is probably about 7 minutes.
You and a pig run the same.
Okay.
A pig can run a mile in 7 minutes. So most humans, the average time being about 10 minutes, would be devoured by a pig if there was a chase happening.
That is wild.
Yeah. I don't know how I figured that out, but I saw it when I was working on an assignment.
Okay.
So I wrote it down.
Fun.
Yep. Okay, today we actually have a guest on this podcast. You're the guest.
Oh boy.
I'm the guest. We are doing an SAE highlight.
Okay.
This
Oh
makes
boy.
no sense.
Okay.
I've been talking to people for the past week on questions they want to know about your SAE.
Okay.
And Meredith wants to get back at you for the one time you shut her up during the middle school meeting.
When did I shut her up?
When you were presenting about your goats and she kept on asking about your soap business.
Oh, right. Right,
and you
right,
told
right.
her to stop asking questions because the middle schoolers need to. So,
Okay.
here we go. We're going to start off with the goats in general. Actually, let's do a generalization of what an SAE is for the audience. In definition, an SAE stands for Supervised Agricultural Experience. It is basically like a work-based learning thing for FFA students, and it is a component of being an FFA member.
I'll put the microphone away.
Okay.
I moved the microphone away so you can't hear me chewing.
It's basically a work-based learning component, like I said, of the agricultural education program, where students apply what they learned in the classroom to real-world agricultural settings. SAEs are designed to provide students with hands-on experience in agriculture and develop skills applicable for future careers. So basically, the purpose of a SAE is that students gain practical experience, apply classroom knowledge, and develop its skills. The role SAEs are required for FFA members, like I said previously. Examples, there's a lot of animals, such as he does his goats. Is your soap an SAE for you?
Yes.
Okay. I breed and research dogs, train dogs, and then this is going to be an SAE eventually. And then the benefits of SAEs. SAEs provide students with valuable skills, knowledge, and experience that can help lead to future successes in agriculture or other careers. So that's the basic overview of SAEs in general. As I said, his is basically with goats, mine is surrounded around dogs. This will be eventually, hopefully for a cat class.
Yeah. We have it set up next year, so hopefully it's set up next year.
For two different schools.
Mm-hmm.
Asking me concerning. I hope Cones didn't have her baby yet. How do SAEs impact your future?
My SAE, how did it impact how is it impacting my future?
Yes, or in general.
Like like my soap business, it's like taught me like finances and stuff, how to manage your money. And like marketing, how to market your product. Not very good at that. And yeah. And then the goats is kind of just a fun thing to do. So.
All right. These are some just random questions. Just major topics to spread out into other areas. I know some examples that we have in our membership is horses, taking care of horses,
Mm-hmm.
turkeys, taking care of that, working at fairways a lot, education is a lot, other animals such as goats, cows, sheep, pig. I think we have everything.
Yeah, probably have
Basically everything
animal production.
There's a lot of other things, such as working in an industry that relates to food, such as like working at a restaurant or working at Fairways. A lot of our members, because everybody in the town works at Fairway, but we won't start that.
Yeah.
Okay. Meredith would like to know how does your like feed rations and proportions of your goats work? These are just random before we get into the deep dive of what someone else wants to know.
Okay, so I don't fully measure out everything per goat. It's so it we end up by doing 1 scoop per goat, which is about a cup of feed per day. And I feed in the morning, and then throughout the day they can get grass and hay whenever they want, especially the milking does because they need to keep up the milk production.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I feed at night, the milking does get another scoop of feed while I milk.
Okay, she was also wondering if I remember right from our call last night. Like what do they all get? You said grass, some type of alfalfa question mark?
Yeah, so it's going to be like an alfalfa orchard grass mix. And then I feed that to just about everybody. And then the bucks in our back area of our farm, they just get grass hay. And then for grain wise, it's just a Baumgar's goat feed pre-mixed. I'm pretty sure that has copper in it because goats need copper. Except one problem with that is we have sheep on our property. We have our neighbor's sheep on our property.
Oh, nice.
And sheep are allergic to copper.
Oh.
Like it's completely toxic to them. So we have to watch that when they're over. But yeah.
Okay. Another question. How does this like the difference? So are you like considered a small scale or a large scale production first?
I'm considered a small scale production. Like large production would be like 200 head.
Mm-hmm.
Like just for milk quality.
Okay.
So like they're bred to produce milk for like companies and stuff. Like I know some people that I used to show with at the state fair.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own business. It's like they have like almost 1,000 dairy goats producing milk daily.
Nice.
So I'm not fully sure where it's at, but like they do gelato, cheese and stuff.
Okay, so then if you were to get up to that level, how would your like rations and food proportions and what you'd feed your goats like differ?
Well,
Or would it stay the same?
the rations between each animal would probably stay the same. It would just be more costly.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Now I was talking to a lot of other people, and another question that you haven't really answered. How do you get your goat's milk made into soap and other things like that?
Okay.
Depth. I will ask more questions if you're not.
Okay.
Because everybody wants to know, and we might as well make it an episode.
Okay, so we're going full process, start to finish. Okay. Yep. So first thing you do, milk the goat, of course, and then I freeze the milk first before I turn it into soap because if you don't have it frozen, then the lye it will burn.
And that is.
It's not the best, but it's not gonna ruin anything.
Okay.
So.
But what is that as part of the milk?
So the goat milk and the lye mixture creates a chemical reaction which turns the oil into soap.
Okay, continue.
So what happens if you burn it, then it'll just granulate and there'll be little clumps of just lye.
Okay.
If you don't get it mixed down enough, but that's not harmful if it's turned into soap. So one thing about lye is it's extremely toxic. You can't get it on your skin. It'll burn. I spilt a whole bottle on my arm once. It was not fun. Yeah, it was really bad. I got it on my lip once and I bit down and it shot at my mouth. Yeah, it's not fun. You really have to be careful with lye. Like when I make soap, I have like thick gloves on, eye
you
protection.
Managed to get it on your arms and in your mouth?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways.
Glasses. I'm supposed to wear a mask. I don't because I don't really care. And I have like 15 gallons of goat milk in a deep freezer right now that I have to get through. So that's really fun.
Nice. How much milk does it take to make? How many bars to milk, like quantity?
So for 110 bars, it's 72 ounces of goat milk. So fun fact. It's not really fun, but fact.
Fact.
And then so I start that off first because it's going to take the longest to be able to cool down to temperature for the oils to be able to it has to be within 5 degrees of each other.
That's insane.
Otherwise, it won't work. Or it'll take way too long. Like one time I really messed it up and I didn't add enough lye, and I went to go check on it to see if it's like set and stuff, and like the oil's completely separated from everything.
That's insane.
Wasted like a whole bunch of product. It was so
Is that
bad.
something that you can't just like melt down again and mix it up? No, it's
Mm-mm.
just trash.
Yep.
Okay.
So if I mess it up, it's messed up.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's like a very tedious product.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I melt down the different oils. So in my soap, it's 3 different types of oils. It's olive oil, coconut oil, and palm oil. It's the exact same quantity to the goat milk. So it's like,
So it's like 50-50
yeah, so it's
Okay.
it's a 1 to 1 to 1 to 1.
ratio.
So it's 72 ounces of each oil, and then 72 ounces of goat milk, and then I don't have the exact. It's 4.5 cups of lye, which is sodium hydroxide. That's the scientific name for it, I guess. Stumped my chemistry teacher because he didn't know what it was.
Oh,
Yeah, he couldn't come up with the chemical formula for it, so I was like, okay,
that's insane.
yeah.
Jeez. Okay. I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And then what else? And then once they're within the range of temperature between each other, then I just mix them together, and then whatever scent that I want, I'll separate out. I have 10 loaf molds, so one loaf is 10 bars. So I usually do 3 loaves per scent that I want. So like I'll always make like an unscented batch from each set because that's like the most wanted.
Mhm.
And then I'm coming up with some new scents as we speak. Trying to do some tests on that.
Like mad scientists in the lab.
Yeah.
Nice.
My office is the hallway between my room and the guest room.
That's
And
okay.
I make the soap in the kitchen, so
Oh, nice.
I really need a bigger area, but it's
Mhm.
whatever. I'm gonna try to see if I can turn the garage into my workspace, I guess. What else? And then mix it together until it is thicker than what the oils were. Because otherwise it'll be too runny. And
Mhm.
then as soon as you add in the fragrance oil, it's gonna start to set like rapidly.
So you have to pour it in right
So
away.
I have to pour it in right away. If I add mica powder, then I have to do the mica powder first, because otherwise
Mhm.
it'll mix up too soon, and then it'll just
And mica
set.
powder is just like color, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's FDA approved and everything, so it's safe.
So you said you have loaves, right?
Mhm.
I see a lot of people, they just have like the big containers that like basically make the same as 3 loaves. Why don't you do that instead of
Um,
3 separate
it
little?
ends up by taking too long to cure for me to cut it up into 3, so it's just easier for me to just do one
So
individual loaf.
basically just harden.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a
This
faster process.
the scientific name for that is saponify.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. And then I cut the soap about a week after I make it, because that's when it's.
Do you like hands cut it or do you like have a whole
I have to cut like
soap
each
cutter?
bar individually with it's a 1 bar thing because
You don't have the 10.
no,
You're not fancy yet.
that's also $200.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's insane.
I don't make enough for that right now, so
Okay.
it's tedious.
So we should have waited for this until we had more viewers to make it. Yeah.
Hey, soaps by Jake .square.site, go help me out.
The website needs help. But
The website does need help.
my mom brought home a card, so I'm like, let's go see.
Yeah, I need to work on that, but I have no time.
You remember like approximately the beginning of this week when I texted you asking what it contained?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what that was for.
It wasn't for this.
It was
No.
not for this. What was that for?
My puppy got bit.
Okay.
Well, he started bleeding. And I'm like, I don't have any dog-friendly shampoo.
Oh, okay.
So I texted him like, hey, I have this sitting around. Let me just see if it works. Let's say it's closed already, so it worked pretty well.
Okay.
But yeah, my baby needed it.
And then after I get it cut, then I let it sit on a cooking sheet for
Mhm.
6 weeks. and then I can
So
get it
just sits
packaged up.
around.
Yep. So it has to cure, and then every week I do I do like a test run underwater
Mm-hmm.
with a little sliver. I cut a bar into about 6 slivers for me to test underwater. So so I can test the lather of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like kind of quality control, I guess.
Nice. Okay, so basically, one soap bar takes like how long, approximately? So you said like maybe, what did you say, 6 weeks plus 2?
Start to finish, it's probably about 7 weeks.
From like milking all the way through.
Yep.
Okay. It's a long
A
process.
lot of work.
Do you do you just do like one section, go through the whole process, or do you do like start what you have like week 1, things on week 1, things on week 2, things on week 3 all the time?
So I do it in rotation. So I have a calendar set, and usually every Sunday I'll make soap. Haven't made soap in like 10 weeks, but
Oh, nice.
because I have a crap ton. So
Oh, so
we're
you
good.
just have nobody.
No sales. I got 2 in the last week. I haven't had.
Your bank account is struggling then. Yeah.
I didn't have any in January, none in February, none in March. 2 weeks ago I finally got my first order, 2025, and that's actually gonna be Meredith's mom.
Oh, Karen.
Yeah.
Karen is coming through. Did I tell you that Karen yelled at me for what I posted on the Instagram?
Why'd she yell at you?
She yelled at me because she's like, the garden looks like crap. You need to take those down right now. And I'm like, that's the point, Karen.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
I'm like, that's exactly what we talked about. She's like, it looks like crap. And I'm like, Karen, I'm not taking him down. And then I looked it up. I'm like, there's only 14 people that liked it. She's like, those are 14 people that still saw it. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to tell you that it's probably like 70 people that may have saw it, but only 14 liked it. But
Yeah.
like, then I went on Facebook. I'm like, there's only one like on here. So
Yeah. What else? That's just about it on that.
So what do you all make? Because you were just talking about soap. You make more, don't you? Or did?
I did lip scrubs at one point because some people were asking for that, but there's no goat milk in that.
Oh.
So yeah.
So it has nothing to do with...
Hey, there's a train. Don't know if you heard that. Probably did. I heard it.
Yeah.
Soundproofing is not doing its job, but it's okay.
Soundproofing is the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna start to do lotion here soon.
Lotion? So what does that contain that's different?
It's just a lot more work than.
So you're already not making soaps currently. So you're starting lotions. That's even more work.
At some point, sometime soon, within the year, I will be making lotion. I assure you that.
Okay, so before 2026.
Before 2026, I will be dropping lotion.
Okay. So what is your goal with that? Like, what do you have to do in order for that to work?
Make more money. Because I have to buy bottles, pumps, and then I have to, like, the steps for lotion is you have to disinfect every single process. Like, every step of the way you have to disinfect. Like, you have to soak the bottles in, like, a bleach liquid or whatever. I don't know. Pain in the butt. Haven't really done a whole lot of research into it. But I've had a bunch of people ask me about it. Oh, and I do laundry soap. I have laundry soap.
Is that the whole same concoction, or is there something different?
So what I do is I shave down a bar of goat milk.
That's all?
And you mix it with borax, washing soda, and baking soda.
Okay. So you said shave down a bar of goat milk. I'm assuming goat soap is what you meant?
That is what I meant, yeah.
Okay. I was like, goat milk, what is that? Like,
Yep.
an ice cube? Like,
Nice cube.
like, what do you do at that point?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I just take a bar of soap and a cheese grater and grate it down.
A cheese grater?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, and these aren't, like, things that you can remelt at all from what I'm hearing.
I haven't fully tried it. I'm assuming that you can't. I mean, there's, like, melt and pour bases that you can do. That's what most people do. Like, there's this one lady on TikTok, that's all that she does. I'm like...
Dyes it, makes it a design.
Sorry, hey, I'm actually putting in work to mine.
There's just a comment from Jake saying...
You melt it down, put color in it, put your fragrance in it, put it in a mold, and it's done in 2 days. Mine takes 6 weeks.
And they don't understand, like, it's also from your goats.
Yeah.
That you milked, that you made the soap out of. That's insane.
Yeah.
No, because I've seen those all the time. Have you tried putting designs of any sort? Or do you think that would not work? Like different colors, like
I
bright
do colors. Like
layers.
the eucalyptus mint, I do the plain soap, and then I I take half of it, I split it up, and then I put green mica powder in it. And then that's about the only one that I usually do. And then I'm dropping a new scent, which is like an ocean breeze kind of scent. Yeah, it kind of just smells like a ranch on surf shop.
What?
And it's just I'm gonna do like a beach kind of look to it. So like there's gonna be coffee grounds in the sand.
Yeah, and that's good for your skin too. So that's
Yeah, and then it'll be blue. So
just blue and sand.
blue and another light blue, like a couple shades of blue, and then the sand, and then that's like swirled together.
All right.
So
This is it, because I have ideas. If you ever need. any-
send me them.
Have you seen the mold? You don't have money, so you can't do this. But have you seen like the molds where they just like it's just like one long thing and it's just like a circle,
Yeah.
or like a sun, or like
Mhm.
a tree or whatever? Have you ever thought about that?
I have. That's another thing that I've thought about because it's also going to take more work because you have to let those set. So like you'd have to prepare those a batch before the next one.
And just 6 weeks again.
I can make a batch of soap every week.
Okay, so you'd have to let those set for
So
a
it
week,
takes 3
and
days
then
for them to like fully harden that I can cut up. So
okay.
realistically every 3 days I can make soap, but I don't have the time for that or the energy.
All right, real. That's actually real.
Hello.
Lord. It's Laura,
Okay.
making yourself center of attention and everything. So basically, you could have this be a shorter process, but your 7 week thing is actually half because of you, and then it's like longer because of you also.
So really it's the soap's fault. Because it has to cure for the 6 weeks. So
yeah.
really my time.
I'm talking your 6 week span is probably like actually 12 weeks because you don't get around to doing it.
Yes,
Okay.
kind of. I guess. I mean, I don't really fully
So if
understand.
you
what you're
had
saying.
more orders, it'd be more of a priority.
Yes. Hey, if you really want to take up all of my time, go ahead and order. Because my time's already taken.
And then no, please don't, because then scheduling will be even harder. God.
Can't wait until after track.
Meredith
so
can't
much
either.
easier.
She's been asking me like every week. Remember, sports will be done here. I'm like, oh, don't worry.
Yeah.
If we need a long episode, we'll hit you up.
We'll talk about the garden and plants.
At some point.
Yeah, I called her
Once the
plant
garden's
nerd.
ready.
Oh, I forgot. I'll have to talk to Aisha about it. It was really funny.
What?
I don't remember. It happened in class, and I can't remember what it was, but it was really funny.
Okay. That's nice. We were doing some odd things in class. Yeah.
Damn.
We were doing some weird things in class too. It was wild.
Yeah, I walked in, and there was a bunch of dead baby pigs on the floor in bags.
Let's just say ours did not go well. We dissected pigs, if you didn't pick up. Ours went decently well. The first day I wasn't helping. The second day, and then all they did was get like the chest open that time because it was Addie and Shelby.
Oh boy.
And then the second day I like cleaned that pig out within 10 minutes. But I've also done that before. So I don't know.
Gross.
It's like identifying things, like
Oh, like the stomach, the brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
We didn't get the brain. I was not gonna hurt that thing too much.
Did somebody else do the brain?
No.
That must have been a couple years ago then, or like last year.
Oh, you mean my class?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So Brennan went to dig for the brain. We had someone kicked out of our class
Oh no.
because they took the head out the window and then stuck it on someone's antenna.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
That's
should gave him a
disgusting.
detention. Kemper said no more, so he wasn't in night class the past 2 days.
That's
We'll
disgusting.
see if he's there Monday.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Anyways, moving on.
yeah.
What other questions did someone have for you? I wonder if that was in detail enough.
That was like
I hope
12
so.
minutes worth of talking.
Oh,
We're at 25 minutes.
That's still nice.
It's a good episode.
What else was there? There's more. I just put my phone down there. I don't want to reach and get it again. Oh, what do you sell for? Like, how much?
Like, how much is it
Prices?
per bar?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec.
You don't remember this.
I'm just gonna double check just to make sure I got. I accidentally turned off the camera. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're good now. Okay.
Okay, so there's going to be 2 videos, and
Yeah, so it's just gonna be 2 different things, and I'll merge them together, I guess.
I hope you didn't, like, cut yourself out.
Here it is. Okay. I have 2 different prices. I have one that's for the bars themselves. I have one for like the regular bar, and then I have a face wash that has activated charcoal in it, so it's gonna be a little bit more expensive. Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's try the website, I guess, because my Square app won't work.
Just say about. You don't have to say exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like
I don't need something like with tax and everything else included.
the regular bars are $7.50, and then the face wash is not that one is $8.
Okay. Do you do different sizes, or do you just have one?
Yeah, so I have a sample size, which is 1 bar cut into 4, and it's one of them. So it's probably about
So it's like a quarter of a bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I sell them in sample packs of 4.
So it's basically the same as getting 1 bar, just in 4 different scents.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like you can try them out and stuff.
Do you do like what was I gonna say? Like I know some people do scrap bags.
I do scrap bags too, yeah. So
Okay.
it's like the shavings, and then you put them in like the exfoliating bags. Like I do that, and then what else do I do? And then I sell like their soap savers, so it's like a silicone dish, I guess, and like you can cut them down to like whatever size that you need. And then I also have bamboo ones. I don't know why I said it like that.
I was wondering.
I have bamboo ones, and then like I guess I don't know. I just buy them on Amazon and resell them. So
The government coming at you.
yeah.
What else was there? I did have more. Oh, is that like your go-to gift? Like, if you don't know anything else, you just like
I'm just giving them soap. Yes.
just throw a thing of soap
I give like all my teachers a bar of soap every year.
at the end of the school year. Just like,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for getting rid of this out of my house. So it's like the primary gift,
Yes.
basically.
Mhm.
So
So everybody use it.
You gave everybody some for banquet. Which is like, okay. Like, I hope you have a lot of product because that's like a lot to be giving away.
Yeah, I had a bunch, and then like I'm donating a bunch of stuff to the American Dairy Goat Association National Show to get my business out there. So the more you put,
Might be a good idea.
the more like that you hand out, the more you're gonna get.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
if people like know your name,
Karen.
yeah. And like one key thing is like you have to talk about your business. You have to sell your product. Like if somebody asks you a question, then you have to answer it. Like I went
Professionally.
I went to because I'm the youth ambassador for the IDGA.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go to like the animal learning day and at the Hanson Jacobson Center in Ames. So it was like where they had like the grill out night at state convention. And that was like 2 days before state convention too. So it was like, damn, I got that cleaned up quick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had to do that, and like I had a bunch of people to come up and talk to me about it. So
That was good.
kind of got it out that way, and I forgot all of my business cards at home, so I was pretty bummed out about that.
Yeah, that would have been a good thing to be like handing them out
Yeah.
because,
Yeah, I would have. But
Did you put your website together like yourself? I can tell.
yeah, I know. I do. I had to put it together through the
Square.
through Square.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Just made it easier.
Well, yeah, obviously, but
And then I also threw it together in like 2 hours, so that could also play a role into it.
Hmm.
I
It's
just
okay. Some of us put hours into a website and don't get anywhere. It's okay.
you want to elaborate on that one?
If anyone who's watching does not know, I put I'd say like
At-
72 hours
At least.
into a brand new website for competition this year and got alternate to state, and that was very disappointing because I think I got a silver. Let's just say when it came up, like it comes up on the screen in our district, I saw the silver and I just like lost it. I fell over. I didn't even know I had an alternate to state until like a week later because no one told me.
Your hand, like your face fell into your hands.
Yeah, it was disappointing, guys.
And then Lacey's over here screaming and yelling because she got
Yeah, and then the next one, Lacey goes to state. She was screaming. I was like, oh my god. Yeah. But anyways, back to SEs. What do you do for your other one? Do you have to, or is it
It's just the goat production
just goat production?
and then the soap.
So, goat production is like basically nothing. Do you buy more than you sell?
I breed more than I sell, and that's a problem because 74 goats is not okay.
The jokes about how many kids you have.
Oh, I have
is
like 34 kids. Goat kids, that is.
Yeah. That's
Meredith
so funny.
posted that on her story.
It's okay. I just got made fun of for being old 4 times in in class yesterday.
Oh.
Actually, it was kind of miserable. That's why I made the joke when I walked in.
Okay.
Like,
And that's why
hey.
you're driving the SUV.
No, I actually am driving that because I need gas, and
Okay.
tomorrow I'm getting gas. But yeah,
Okay.
that's the reason, not because any other thing.
My mom stole my car and she filled up gas for me, so I was really happy about that.
That's nice.
I
What?
can't afford it. Gas. I'm getting a new car.
It's like expensive. Do you not have good mileage?
50 miles per gallon.
Yikes.
It's butt. It's so bad. Like I can't go any. Like
You are the definition of a struggling business person.
yeah. To and from Carroll is a quarter of a tank.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's like, I can get home and back, and I'm like maybe twice as far, and it's like not even like it doesn't even like hit my gas at all.
It really sucks.
That does suck.
Like I have to fill it up at $55 every week,
I can last 2 weeks on mine.
and that is how much I make per week.
Okay, that's not your only job. You have a job, right?
Yeah, that's
Coffee shop?
the coffee shop pays for my gas,
That's all.
Yeah.
Do you only work on Saturdays?
and one Sunday every month. My mom won't let me get a new job because it's going to cost more gas. Tell me how that one works out. I
You
have
a new job to pay more, but it's gonna cost more gas to get there.
I have the job at Johnny B's to pay for the gas that I will be going to a new job. So it's not gonna I'm not losing anything. It's really upsetting.
2 plus 2 does not equal 4.
No. Somehow it equals 3.
Things are not adding up.
No, it's really not.
It's okay. Things are adding up in my algebra class.
I'm looking at I almost failed algebra last year.
Oh, nice.
Passed with a D.
Algebra 2.
I'm in geometry.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yep.
You're one of those.
Surprisingly, I'm doing really well. It's my best. It's my highest grade.
Well, actually, a lot like statistics say if you're good at algebra, you're bad at geometry. If you're bad at if you're good at geometry, you're bad at algebra.
I love geometry. It's so much better than algebra.
I'm good at both.
Do you want a cookie?
No.
Okay.
Okay, back to SEs. Do you have any questions for me at all?